Yo, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trading, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, and just blood too. Bad motherfucker in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling the law. Fuck around and you clap for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars and it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash. Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Doing it live, yes indeed. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another live stream session. We're going in hard today. Pause, no diddy. We got a lot to talk about. Hit the like button, share the stream. Let's get as many people as we can in this thing, because I've had an epiphany. I know exactly what's going on with crypto. I know exactly what's going on with crypto, and it's almost like a perfect storm, ladies and gentlemen. A perfect storm has arisen. And we're going to go through the details on today's episode. I do want to try to give you a free trade from the Bloodalytics Scalpalytics Pro signal. Let me just see if I can get the screen loaded. Again, hit that like button on the way in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. We're kind of outside the range, honestly. We went short on Ethereum earlier today. Actually, I went long, then I went short right out the gate. Okay. And what we have going on here currently is, if I can draw a line like this and then draw another line like this, you kind of got, I mean, that bottom line there is a little steep, so I could go with this one. So this is a better, proper pennant drawing of Ethereum on today's trading session. So which way are we going to go? Let me know in the comments, in the chat room. Which way do we go? One up, two down. I'm hoping two down, because we're short right now. That's what I'm hoping. Very volatile morning coming out the gate on this Monday, December 29th. Again, hit that like button. Share this stream, ladies and gentlemen. Show me some love in the chat room right now. Yeah, we're gonna go over what I kind of assess is going on here. It's a perfect storm. There's a couple of things going on right now in regards to the financial markets. Silver, of course, everyone's talking about silver. The squeeze is in, and the timing couldn't be any better, because I did release the silver signal for COMEX. So that signal is now live. We got slammed overnight in silver. Silver's hovering around 70 bucks. Touched 82 bucks. 82 bucks. This signal is now available under the Param Packs section on Bloodalytics.com. You have to be a member and already subscribe to one of the Scalpalytics Pro signals or systems to be eligible for this here silver's futures chart. This is for COMEX. So if you guys are trading commodities, definitely the place to be. Mike asks, would I buy some silver right now? I would, man. I would. And the reason why is because we have a confluence of a number of issues going on right now. We're going to go over some tweets, some X posts in a second, talking about the banks that are short silver right now could be having a margin call potentially, which could cause another cascading effect. But silver is definitely in play. So is Hyben. 1716. What's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in this morning. So yes, buying silver is, physical silver is definitely a move, in my opinion. Definitely a move, in my opinion. For the next 5 years is a definite move. But again, today we have a situation, a red alert, silver squeeze. We got the yen meltdown. Carry trade is over, ladies and gentlemen. The free money train is over. We forget that. We forget that the free money train is over, meaning the yen is no longer free to borrow. It hasn't been for a while, but they just upped it some more. It's even more expensive to borrow. So for many years, maybe two decades, we've had banks pretty much and bank traders having an infinite money glitch at the palm of their hands. They go to Japan, they borrow yen at 0 interest rate, meaning free. Free. Billions and billions of dollars of yen. Then they take the yen, convert it over here in the United States, buy stocks, bonds, whatever, commodities for free. All you gotta do is get some yield and it's free money. Whatever. It could be 0.2% yield. It's free money. So that's what's been going on for many, many years now. And that day is over. So you got the yen carry trade ending. You got the silver squeeze happening. We'll take a look at some of the banks that are allegedly involved or trapped in this silver squeeze. Gold as well, but silver has a more volatile, silver has a more volatile characteristic to it. So it's all about the breadth of the move. My silver swing got executed, straight headshot. There you go. Free is over. Exactly, Logan Nasty. Free is over, my friend. It is done, done. Bloodalytics.com is where you need to be. Sign up. Join the team. We've got a number of Scalpalytics Pro signals or services available for you. These are full trading systems. Full trading systems. And once you become a member, you have the ability to also add in there param packs like the silver futures 15-minute chart. If you're into trading futures commodities, silver is on deck. We'll have gold, we'll have copper, we'll have the spider, we'll have the We'll have a NASDAQ. We'll have a couple of other non-crypto parameter packs available for you very soon. So visit bloodalytics.com for more information on that. Now, silver again has been slaughtered, slammed here out the gate on Sunday evening. We touched 82. I heard that silver was trading at over $100 over in China, in Shanghai. I think the Shanghai exchange, silver trading over $100. Don't know if that's still the case, but they slammed it. But they won't be able to keep a silver man down forever, in my opinion. This was a necessary move because these banks, let me just show you the banks that are potentially involved in a silver squeeze, meaning they're on the wrong side of this trade, ladies and gentlemen. They're short a lot of contracts, or have at least lend out a lot of money, a lot of silver contracts. So here we go. JP Morgan, number 1. HSBC Holdings, Scotiabank, BNP Paribas, UBS Group, Deutsche Bank, Citigroup, also known as Citibank, and Goldman Sachs. Thanks to Jason Lins for that. This guy says JP is net long silver, ... Right around the time, several various bank CEOs met with DJT. White House didn't remember that about a month ago. Yeah, JP went long in early December. They know Pandora's box is open and what is coming next. So it looks like it may be a scenario where actually more so the European banks are in trouble. Not so much in this list here. Isn't in any order. So I'm thinking, from what I'm seeing as well, it's more so the European banks that are in trouble. Which, go figure, right? Wisdom Bars asks, do you think silver will have room to go higher after this drop? Yes, this is a good drop. This is a very good drop right here, guys. Very good drop. Scalpalytics, the param packs for silver. I'll know when to go back long. We closed out of that long on Sunday, and when I get the signal to go long, that's when I'm going along on silver. That's when we're going long on silver, ladies and gentlemen. So we are currently in a holding pattern. Now I'll get back to what I think is going on. Blood manipulated the silver market. Nah, I didn't. Nah, I don't have enough money to do that, my friend. But today's episode, I'm going to talk about, again, what the perfect storm is. It has been set up for crypto to take a hit short term. How big of a hit? I don't know. It depends on if MicroStrategy, aka Michael Saylor, gets caught up in the rapture like Anita Baker. If he gets caught up in the rapture like Anita Baker, we got a problem on our hands. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. It is going to get ugly. Let's check on our, I was going to say silver short. Our Ethereum short we're currently in. We just need to really break this area right here. The bulls are trying hard to defend it. We'll see what happens. We break that area right there, ladies and gents. this area right here, it is down we go to test this range. We break this range, it is really down we go, and we'll be deep in the money. It looks like we are probably heading that way. We broke through the upward channel or trend line that's forming this pennant here. We broke that 2 minutes ago. So let's see what happens. Still not guaranteed, but we'll see what happens here. As you guys can see on the screen, we got the Scalpalytics Pro ETH short on deck right now. That's right, that's right, that's right. Got a short on deck right now. Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The Bulls are trying to defend this line big time, my friend. We're now back inside the pennant, but there's really no room left from here. There's no room left. We got to make a decision at this point. Got to make a decision. So, again, silver yen carry trade is setting up for a perfect storm. S&P 500 falls as investors take profit on tech stocks into final stretch of 2025. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Silver tops 80 for the first time, then stages dramatic reversal overnight. Well, we already know why. We got the plunge protection team coming in. They're coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. They got to come in and slam this bad boy. It was getting out of control. I believe there were some weekend meetings, and they said we got to get this, we got to rein this back in. But what I need to find out, and maybe somebody can look this up, what is the spot price for silver over in Asia, Shanghai? What is the spot price over there? Because we can manipulate all we want. We can't manipulate the Shanghai index or Shanghai exchange. So there will be some arbitrage, meaning people will start coming over here, buying Bitcoin, buying silver, and then going over to Shanghai and selling it and closing that gap. So the manipulation can only hold for so long. Triple digit silver in 3 months. Yes. And I think 4-digit, quadruple digit silver in the next year and a half or two. Jason Lynn's in the building. What's going on? Silver price only matter in the West. Same with gold. Prices are manipulated. Absolutely. Exactly. Definitely a Jekyll Island meeting to intervene. For sure, bro. They couldn't let that. But again, like I said, they can only manipulate so much if the world is starting to look to the east for a valid price on commodities, or at least on silver and gold. So we'll see what happens here. But definitely silver got slammed today, or this overnight. These are the banks that allegedly are in silver traps. I don't know, because we now know that JP Morgan is actually net long silver, but some of these other companies, not too sure. But you can see how if a Goldman has been caught with their pants down, you can see how this triggers a systematic or systemic spreading of risk. If Goldman is in trouble, it just spreads. It metastasizes through the whole system. So you can see how this can get out of hand very quickly. Here's another post on X. A bank just went under, allegedly. It's as this story is written, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. Sunday, December 28th. Reports have been coming out claiming a systematically important bank, a major player in silver's futures, failed to pay its margin call by 2 a.m. and was liquidated. by the futures exchange at 2:47 a.m. Eastern Standard U.S. time. The reports are concealing the name of the bank, but it is confirmed that overnight the Federal Reserve was forced to pump another $34 billion into banking systems through its emergency overnight repo facility. This $34 billion is on top of the $17 billion which had been pumped in 2 days ago on Friday morning. The bank involved is described as one of the largest players in the precious metals derivatives market. Now, we do have a reader's note here. The overnight repo shows nothing beyond the 17.25 morning operation with zero demand at the afternoon operation. There is no communication from the Fed on any additional $34 billion. Sounds like it's a European bank. See, this is what I was saying. Still trying to track down. Hearing UBS, but not solid confirmations yet. Nobody seems to know, but I bet we find out tomorrow. Good night, X. So he's thinking it's something over there in Europe as well. But just because it's in Europe doesn't mean it can't spread and spread contagion into the U.S. markets. So who knows? Now we're getting these types of calls coming out. Senior Bloomberg intelligence analyst says Bitcoin will crash to 10,000 in 2026. We actually talked about this. I like this guy, Mike McGlone. I've seen him on the David Lynn report a couple of times. Solid analysis. 10,000, yeesh. Again, a $10,000 Bitcoin scenario could play out if we have a situation where essentially MicroStrategy is forced to liquidate. That would definitely cause a cascading sale of events for Bitcoin. Now, it won't stay there. So this is why you got to have some dry powder and be ready for an opportunity of a lifetime when it comes to Bitcoin. Because I think Bitcoin is going to get slammed. And the reason why, and I'm going to get to circling around to it, the reason why I think Bitcoin is going to get hit hard before you see the light of day is because you're going to have some of these institutions that are on the wrong side of the trade. You're going to have them be forced to liquidate their crypto holdings just to cover their short margin calls on silver and gold. More primarily silver. Silver is the black swan, or the silver swan, we can call it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the silver swan. Banks and institutions are going to need to sell a collateral to cover their margin calls on this short squeeze of silver. What are they going to sell? First, number one, they're going to sell the highly most volatile speculative asset, which is crypto. So they're going to sell Bitcoin, they're going to sell Ethereum to cover their margin calls. Then they'll sell stocks to cover. That's part of it. Another aspect is the yen carry trade is over. As I stated earlier in the live stream, that free money is over. The gravy train is over. So you're going to have the continuation of liquidity being sucked out of the market, out of the system. Okay. And it's like a perfect storm. And we're getting the perfect drop as we want it. Yes, indeed. This is exactly what we need. So we got the drop on Ethereum out of the pennant for sure now at this point. Next target will be 29.20 on Ethereum. We should get there fairly quickly, but let's see. Let's see. We're currently up about 400 bucks at this moment on this silver. I keep saying silver. Ethereum short. Oh, that's crazy. Got silver on my mind, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. As you guys see, we trade live, man. We don't play no woulda, coulda, shoulda, dida, woulda. None of that. We trading live and direct for you using the powerful tool Scalpalytics Pro. Bloodalytics.com. Check it out. Link in the description below. We got the silver futures chart now up as well, available for all Scalpalytics Pro members. So that's what I think we have ourselves set up for, ladies and gentlemen. A perfect storm for Bitcoin in the short run, because the free money's over in Japan. Free money's over. We've got, institutions needing to cover their short contracts, their squeezes. They're on the wrong side of the silver move. Though they did get some reprieve. They got some help from the Fed, the plunge protection team, whoever you want to call it. They came in and slammed silver down 14% today. 14%. In freaking insane. But they can't keep it that way. They can't keep it down if Shanghai is still buying. And if somebody can find out, matter of fact, let me see what Shanghai silver price. Let's see what we got here. Let's go see what we got, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure these are actual physical products. 1 kilogram. I just want to know what their spot price is for silver. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not able to find it right now, ladies and gents. Let's see. Let's go back and see if we can go. Okay. So they're at 83, ladies and gentlemen. They're at 83. 83. A 14%, more than 14% difference. So, yeah, look at that gap. It's even bigger than that right now. They got 75 on the dash, on the scoreboard for us in the West. But that's not true. We're at 71 right now. So we got a. Let's see if I can bring this up. 83. That's a 17% gap. There is no way that can be sustainable. No way, Jose. $71 here. 83 there. Last night I bought $1,700 worth of sterling silverware at an estate sale for only $32. The question is, how did I do it? I'll tell you how. Drop the sauce, man. Don't tease us with the info like that. Yeah, come on, Bryce, man. You hitting us with the infomercial type lines, man. We need to know. JG Wentworth. It's my money and I need it now. You see copper going crazy too, CB. Yeah, man, I saw that as well. All these commodities, bro. This is again, this is an interesting time right now we live in, because I think it's going to cause a lot of pressure on the digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others in the short run, because you're having people caught with their pants down. They've been short silver, they've been short copper, and they have to figure out a way to raise capital to cover these margin calls. And what are they going to do? They're going to sell crypto. This is not a retail situation here, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand. This has nothing to do with retail crypto bros. This has everything to do with literally institutional players, man. This is a big boys game right now. So you got to keep that in mind as to why you feel, as to why you see, you know, crypto get hit hard every time you see a rally. Is it smacks down because people are liquidating. People, as in entities, big entities, are liquidating their crypto. Look at this. I mean, we go over here to this chart. This is the 1 hour chart on Bitfinex. I mean, look at these up and downs. It's getting slammed every time. We can't seem to get above this region right here of 90,000. We get slammed. So people are selling on the pops, selling the rips to liquidate. Now, so far we're okay, but if we drop below $87,000 Bitcoin, we are in trouble. 83,000, here we go. And I think it's structurally set up for a move lower at this point. We've had a number of attempts. One here. We've had another here. And 3 strikes, you're out. 3 strikes, you're out. So that's to me the indication. Then we have a crossover back on the bearish side. A cross back over downward from on the bloodline for the total market cap. So this is all the altcoins. So this is why you want to get out the way, because we've gone back bearish on the altcoins this morning at 3 a.m. at the start of the London trading zone or session. So this is I think a recipe for us to head lower in the short run, possibly close out the year even lower than where we are. Silver's getting slammed right now, man. They're trying their damnedest to keep this thing together. They're trying. But again, when you have a 17-18% spread between Shanghai and the West, that gap is going to close. And guess what? It ain't going to be people selling high and buying low. No, they're going to be buying low and selling high. They're going to be buying silver in the West and taking it over to Shanghai and selling it to close that gap. The gap is going to be closed. Trump said stop making pennies a few months back. Soon they'll say stop making quarters. For real, bro. The inflation is out of control. The inflation is out of control, my friend. It is out of control. So that's it, man. Silver slammed. Again, we have a silver squeeze still in play. They're just putting a little water on that fire, ladies and gents. They had to come through and cool this down. It was getting out of control. The yen, again, meltdown. has been really happening for quite what? When did they start? Last December. That was the countdown. That was when it started. And then they bumped up the cost of the yen again last week. So the free money gravy train is over. Silver squeeze causing major institutions to sell crypto and other assets to cover their margin calls. This is a perfect storm for potentially more lower prices in crypto, unfortunately, in the short run. And again, will MicroStrategy make it? If they can't make it, you might see a scenario where, like Mike McGlone says here, at $10,000 Bitcoin for a short period of time. All thanks to your buddy, Michael Saylor. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, share this stream. Subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on X, make sure you subscribe to me as well. That's where I get most of my love nowadays. So I appreciate everyone watching over there. How many people we got right now on X watching? We have 1,900 people over on X right now watching. So show me some love. Follow me. Subscribe. I'm also streaming on Kick right now and on YouTube. So follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching this for the first time. And I will check y'all later.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.